Number 1. The scariest suspect ever. This is Stephen McDaniel, a man who was accused of killing Lauren Giddings, his neighbor and fellow graduate from law school. Lauren went missing on June 25, 2011 in Macon, Georgia. Her body parts were later found in trash bins near her apartment building. Stephen McDaniel was arrested on June 30, 2011 and first charged with breaking and entering and having a gun as a person previously found guilty of a crime. Later, he became the main person suspected of causing Lauren Giddings' death. While looking into the case, police noticed McDaniel's strange actions and inconsistent statements, which made them think he might be involved in the crime. As a result, he became the main focus of their investigation. Shortly after getting arrested, Stephen McDaniel talked to the Macon police for the first time about Lauren Giddings' disappearance. The details of this talk and what McDaniel and the police said to each other are part of the ongoing criminal investigation and legal process, so certain details might not be known to the public or could be controlled by the law.
A couple weeks ago, that was the last time I saw her, was coming back from the bar prep on the main campus because we got moved over there for a week or two.
The detectives found Stephen McDaniel's behavior strange and unsettling when they questioned him about Lauren Giddings' disappearance. One detective even seemed visibly frustrated by how McDaniel was acting. He stared without blinking and usually answered with simple yes or no responses. Even though McDaniel didn't cooperate much, he answered questions in a way that seemed carefully planned. Some people thought he might be a clever and tricky suspect because of this. However, the way McDaniel behaved during the questioning made the detectives feel uneasy. His intense stare and unclear answers added to the overall discomfort of the situation.
A few questions. Okay. You came down earlier tonight, me and you talked, all right. You don't have any weapons on you, do you?
No.
That's just you are. What's wrong? You know Detective Patterson, right?
Yes.
Do you remember, put your hands up here, you remember us talking earlier tonight, right?
Yes.
You remember me earlier in the day?
Yes.
When we came down here and talked a little bit and then we left?
Yes.
Okay. I need to know about this girl right here. You know her?
Yes.
Who is that?
Lauren Giddings.
Does she live next door to you?
Yes.
When's the last time you seen her?
2 or 3 weeks ago.
Okay. Was you friends with Lauren?
Yes.
Look at me when you talk to me, son. Okay? Was you friends with her?
Yes.
Close friends?
We were good.
I mean, y'all were friends, right? Both of
Yes.
y'all are law students. You're studying to be an attorney, right?
Yes.
What kind of law do you want to go into? Criminal law?
Yes.
Civil? Is that what you want to do for a living?
Yes.
Okay. Are you almost finished?
Yes.
Okay. So you don't have too much more to do, right?
No.
All right. Are you going to stay here in Macon?
I don't know.
Did you used to work at the district attorney's office in Macon?
Yes.
Was you on the prosecutor side or the defense side?
Prosecutor.
So you were on our side.
Yes.
Right. You never worked on the other side?
No.
Did you like it when you were down there?
Yes.
Got along with everybody?
Yes.
Okay. And you lived next to Lauren for a long time?
Yes.
Okay. Do you know where she's at tonight?
No. No.
Have you ever seen her with that dress on?
No.
You have no idea where she's at?
No.
He talked to them using a flat and emotionless voice. His answers were very short and direct, as if he was carefully avoiding giving out more details. The detectives noticed his weird behavior and tried to make their questions simpler, like they were talking to a child. They hoped this would help him share more information.
That's just that's not, is it an expensive sword or is it just a knockoff? It's just one of the knockoff swords?
Yes.
And what about the knife?
Which knife?
The big one that was, remember you showed me it was dull?
Yes.
What kind of knife is that? Because I don't know.
Kukri.
Where do you get something like that online?
I bought it from a friend.
Did you have any other knives in the house?
Yes.
That I didn't see? Because you didn't show me no other knives. That's the only ones you showed me. What other knives did I miss?
There's a pocket knife that's on the table.
Are you a knife collector or a knife person, or
No.
you just like knives?
I used to collect swords.
I mean, do you know your swords?
Yes.
I mean, to sell and trade swords?
No.
But you just bought here and there?
Yes.
But you wouldn't consider yourself like a sword expert?
No.
Okay. Because, you know, they have that TV show where they sell stuff, you know, at night
Yes.
on TV, but I don't know what it's called, the knife shop or something like that. Have you ever seen what I'm talking about? I don't know if you have
Yes.
cable TV or not. Alright. You know, tonight we're still looking for Lauren. You know any of these other girls in this picture?
I know that she goes to the law school, but I
Okay.
can't remember her name.
So she's studying to be an attorney too?
Yes.
Okay. Is that how Lauren looked with the long hair the last time you seen her?
Yes.
Or that's how she looks?
Yes.
McDaniel kept staring without blinking and talked in this robotic way, making the room feel strange and uncomfortable. This confused the detectives and made them more and more uneasy. Even when they tried to get him to show more emotion or share more information, he stayed calm and distant.
Because you didn't have no problem talking to the media. No problem. So you can just snap out of it and tell me what the hell happened so we can move on.
I don't know.
Well, how many times you gonna say I don't know? How many times you gonna say it? When are you gonna say I remember? I don't want to remember what happened to her. How many times you gonna say that? If you did something that you regret, you need to let me know.
I didn't.
Well, who did?
I don't know.
Well, a body was found over here, right next to where you live. And what do you have in your apartment? A lot of knives. A lot of guns, right?
Yes.
And I'm asking you about it, and you're just saying, I don't know. That's all. That's the only answer you can give is I don't know. But 6 hours or a couple hours ago, you was out there telling the media everything. You didn't stand in front of that camera and say, I don't know. You were actually answering questions. Right? How many interviews did you give? 3?
I don't know.
Well, you gave like 3. Do you think that was a proper thing to do when a mother's looking for her child?
They asked me what happened.
And what did you tell them? What did you tell them?
That Lauren was missing.
Okay. What else did you tell them?
That we had gone looking for her.
Okay. And what?
And that we hadn't found her.
And what else did they ask you?
I don't remember.
Why don't you remember?
I don't.
You're telling me that you went through law school. Well, you went through college first, right? Did you graduate from college?
Yes.
And now you're in law school. Did you graduate from law school?
Yes.
But you don't fucking remember what they asked you this afternoon?
No.
Huh? I just don't fucking believe that shit. Don't came back yet?
What's up, buddy? Did you talk to him about his guns?
Yeah.
When was the last time you shot those guns?
I haven't.
You've never shot a gun?
No.
Have you ever shot any gun in your whole life?
No.
Never.
No.
The questioning went on for a while, but Stephen McDaniel kept answering like a robot. At one point, another detective came in with more energy, hoping to get a different reaction from McDaniel. But even with this new approach, McDaniel's behavior stayed the same, short and without any feeling attached. This left the detectives feeling frustrated and puzzled as they tried to understand what happened to Lauren Giddings and whether McDaniel was involved.
Who's your best friend?
Michael Quinn.
Michael who?
Quinn.
Who is he?
He was a law student with me.
Is he still a law student?
No, he graduated
When was the last time you talked to him?
before he moved up to Boston.
How long ago was that?
A few weeks.
A few weeks, like a month, 2 months, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, what?
It was the beginning of June.
Beginning of June? Beginning of June. Okay. So let me ask you a question. You say you don't know where Lauren is, right?
Right?
You told me earlier you and Lauren were friends, right?
Yes.
How would you describe y'all's relationship?
She was my friend.
She was your friend. What did you ever do things for her? Did she ever do things for you? What did she ever do for you?
We talked.
We talked. What y'all talk about?
News.
The news. Okay. Earlier you was telling me something about you fixed her computer before.
I couldn't fix it.
You couldn't fix it? What was wrong with it?
I don't remember.
How long ago was that?
Around graduation.
Well, how long ago was that?
Middle of May.
Middle of May? So you were over in her apartment in the middle of May?
Yes.
Have you been over there since then?
Yes.
When was the last time you were over there?
Last night.
Before last night. Have you ever been over there with Lauren since the time you worked on her computer in the middle of May?
No.
How many times have you been in her apartment with her hanging out?
I don't know.
The detective asked Stephen about his best friends and the last time he had seen them. But McDaniel still answered like a robot, showing no emotion. The detective thought that talking about someone important to McDaniel might make him react differently. But he didn't change how he acted.
Vacation for the last couple of weeks?
No.
You been home every night?
Yes.
Has she been at home every night?
I don't know.
Has she been on vacation?
I think she was away for a while.
How long?
I don't know.
Were you looking for her?
No.
Let me tell you, even if I didn't talk to my neighbors, I know if my neighbors have been in and out. I hear them come in, I hear them go out, I see them when they walk by my window. I've lived in apartments most of my life. So the fact that you haven't seen her in 2 or 3 weeks, that's just odd to me. I'm gonna be honest, it makes me feel like you're not being honest with me, Stephen. Why would you not be honest with me?
I am being honest.
Stephen, it just doesn't feel like it, buddy. You know, I get the sense that there's something weighing heavy on your heart right now. And it's breaking you down. And you feel bad about it. I can tell you haven't slept much, have you, in the last few days, have you?
No.
Like something's weighing on your mind, ain't it?
We were looking for Lauren.
You started looking for Lauren yesterday.
Yes.
But you haven't slept in several days, have you?
Yes.
You have?
Yes.
Earlier when I talked to you, you said you hadn't slept in days, that this morning was the first time you was able to get any sleep, was this morning, for a little bit.
No.
Yes, that's what you said. That's what you told me. So I asked you, well, if you haven't been able to sleep in several days, what have you been doing, studying? And you said, yeah, studying. You don't remember that?
No.
What I want you to do, and I'm going to ask you this question. I want you to describe to me how you feel right now. You don't know how to answer that with a yes or no, do you?
I don't know what's going on.
Lauren's missing. This pretty little girl right here, your neighbor, she's missing.
I know.
You went looking for her last night.
Yes.
Did you hurt Lauren?
No.
Stephen, did you hurt Lauren?
No.
I know this is hard for you to tell it, but it's weighing on you right now, ain't it, Stephen?
I didn't do it.
But I know you can probably help me with who did. can't you, buddy?
I don't know.
Steven, you know, and me and you both know it's no different than when you was a little kid, right? And you reached in that cookie jar and you got caught after your mama told you not to get that cookie. And when she was, did you get a cookie? No. And whenever you tell a lie, you feel bad about it right then. One, with every lie, there's a chance you're going to get caught. And that weighs on you. Because you know you did something bad. Am I right?
I didn't do it.
You didn't take the cookie?
No.
What'd you do, buddy?
I didn't do anything.
What'd you do to Lauren?
I didn't do anything.
You saw Lauren last night, though? Yesterday?
No.
What time was it that she went out to do her laundry?
I don't know.
Where were you at yesterday?
At home.
What'd you do at home? Tell me everything you did yesterday. From the time you woke up to the time you went to sleep.
I checked the news.
At what time?
I don't remember.
Was it yesterday morning?
I don't remember.
What'd you do when you woke up?
I think I checked the news.
Alright, you checked the news, okay. What'd you do after that?
I watched some videos online.
Did you clean up?
No.
You didn't?
No.
You smell like you've been cleaning up, like you've been using cleaner to clean up. I know what that smells like. My wife smells like that all the time when she cleans her house. You've been using some kind of cleaner to clean up your apartment, hadn't you?
No.
Steven, you telling me you live like a man? How does your apartment get cleaned?
I clean it.
Okay. When was the last time you cleaned it, Steven?
I don't remember.
Was it this week?
No.
You mean you go a whole week without cleaning?
Yes.
Why? That's horrible, Steven. Was it possibly over the weekend, last weekend?
No.
It wasn't? If you can't remember, then how is it that you can tell me that you didn't clean up your apartment last weekend? A minute ago you couldn't remember.
I don't remember cleaning last weekend.
So it isn't that you didn't, it's that you just don't remember. Right? Help me out, buddy. Right?
I don't understand.
You don't understand?
The detective tried again to get McDaniel to react differently, but he still acted no different. The detective felt annoyed. They started looking for a reason why McDaniel was so emotionless and distant. The detective thought that maybe McDaniel didn't have enough rest or sleep, which could explain why he was acting uninterested and not responding.
We have skills to be able to observe things, to hear things, to see things. There are natural things out there that draw our attention every day. Such as when you're driving down the road, if somebody hits the horn, you look around. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's just a natural reaction. If you're sitting in your living room, you hear the door slam next to you, you automatically think, my neighbor's home. Right? You're telling me that those kind of things don't happen in your life.
You asked if I watched. I didn't watch.
Have you noticed that she's came in and out of her house in the last week or two?
I don't remember.
What do you remember, Steve?
The last time I saw her was 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Where at?
She was going out running when I was coming in.
Where were you coming in from?
Bar preparation.
Bar preparation. What's a bar preparation? Oh, you're preparing for the bar exam.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Well, how y'all doing?
We're just talking. He doesn't seem to remember a whole lot.
Even though the detectives did their best to break through McDaniel's attitude, he still acted like a robot. This made the detectives more and more annoyed and bothered. McDaniel didn't help them and kept his way of acting, which made the case even more confusing and complicated.
Everything's yes or no, or I don't remember. A lot of things aren't making any sense. I gotta be honest with you, Stephen. Me personally, I don't feel like you're being honest. Okay?
Well, Steven, you said you're going to help me out, right? With this investigation, because we needed your help. We're asking you for help. Right? That's what we... Remember I told you that?
Yes.
And you told me you're going to help me.
Yes.
Right? You're going to help me find Lauren, right?
Yes.
And I asked for your opinion, your observation of what happened to her.
Yes.
Right? And what did you tell me?
I thought someone snatched her.
Right. Where do you think someone might have snatched her from?
When she was
If you're the detective, you're the police detective, it's your investigation, where would you start your investigation?
I don't know.
Come on now. You watch TV, right?
Yes.
Okay. You made it through college, right?
Yes.
You made it just about through law school, right?
Yes.
So you should know, where would you start your investigation?
Where she was last seen.
Okay. So in this case, where was she last seen?
At Garen's house.
Garen. That's the guy that lives up on the street, right? Friend of hers?
Yes.
Okay. Alright, and that was on, I think she left there on Saturday morning.
Yes.
Am I right? Okay. Now, where do you think she went from their house?
I don't know.
Alright, you're the detective now. Alright? It's your case. What would you do?
Check at her home.
Okay. We did that. That's what we did today, right?
Yes.
So you saw us out there when we knocked on your door. She's not there. I need your help in finding her. What do we need to do? What do we need to do that we haven't done?
I don't know.
You don't know? So if you had this case, you wouldn't be able to solve it, is that what you're saying? Because you're not smart enough to solve it?
I don't know.
Or you think you're smart enough to be a detective?
I don't know.
No?
You gotta be killing me, Stephen.
The detectives tried a different way. They asked Stephen McDaniel how he would investigate the case if he was the detective. They wanted to see if he was clever enough to trick them. But even with this change, McDaniel stayed calm and thoughtful. He answered the questions without showing any doubt. It became clear that McDaniel was good at staying ahead of the detectives. His answers showed that he was smart and knew how to handle the questioning very carefully. The detectives realized that McDaniel was really smart, and they couldn't figure out what he was really thinking or get important information from him.
So you're telling me they're lying?
You're willing to tell me that you're a virgin and that you told me you jack off the porn on the internet, but you don't want to admit to having another car? That makes me think you got something to hide, Stephen. That concerns me. You tell me things that most people wouldn't tell somebody else, but yet you lie about something simple.
Why are you
about
trying to
having
hide
another
that
car.
you have another car? What's the big deal?
I don't have
I got 3 cars.
You do. You do.
No, I don't.
It's not at your
Well,
house.
what happened to it?
I've never had another car.
That's the only car you ever had in Macon.
Yes.
Okay, let me go talk to him again, because that's not what he's saying.
Stephen, what happened to Lauren?
I don't
Yeah.
know.
You like her, don't you?
She's my friend.
Did you ever think about having sex with her?
No.
You never tried to talk to her on a dating level?
Let me go talk. They got his grandfather. Let me go talk, make sure that he owns another car, because he's telling us he doesn't.
So you're telling me, you see that pretty girl right there?
Yes.
You telling me you looked at a pretty girl like that and you never once thought, ever, man, she looks good. You never thought that?
I don't understand.
What do you mean you don't understand? You know how when you're sitting there you see a girl walking down the road? And you say, man, that girl looks good. You ever see a good looking girl where you think to yourself, man, that girl looks good?
Yes.
You never thought that about her?
Yes.
So you mean to tell me you look at porn on the internet and get off to that, but you never looked at her and said, man, I wonder what it'd be like to have sex with her?
Yes.
You have?
No.
Have you ever thought about what it would be like to have sex with Lauren?
No.
You've never imagined having sex with Lauren?
No.
Have you ever had sex with Lauren?
No.
What do you know about that body we found today?
I don't know.
You don't know? What if I told you that I believe that you do know?
I don't.
What if I told you that I could prove it?
I don't know.
You don't know? Is there a chance? But you do admit that there's a chance that I possibly have evidence to show that you do have something to do with that body, correct?
I don't know.
You don't know? Because if I hadn't done anything, I'd say, nope, there's no way. But you say you don't know. Why is that? Why do you say you don't know? Is there a chance that maybe something's there?
No.
Why did you say you don't know?
Because I don't know.
Because you're worried about something? Maybe something that happened, that maybe something got mixed up with something and you're worried about that?
No.
Then why do you say I don't know?
Because I don't know.
How would you not know? If I was asking you, did you just rob a bank? If you didn't, you'd say no, not I don't know, right?
Right.
So why do you say I don't know?
Because I don't know.
You don't know if you had anything to do with that body?
I didn't.
You didn't?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes.
What if I said I could prove that you did?
I don't know.
Could you explain it?
I don't know.
Today you told an investigator that you were worried about us possibly finding blood in your apartment, didn't you?
I don't remember.
You did. Now why would you be worried about that?
We all looked in Lauren's apartment.
Did you see blood?
No.
Then what would make you think that there was blood taken over there? Nothing would make you think that unless you saw it. Because see, I didn't see no blood. None of the other Lawrence friends saw blood, but I know now that blood was there. And now I believe you saw it. You saw that blood. You know that blood was there. And that's why you're worried about it.
No.
Did you know? Why do you have blood up in the inside of your nose?
I don't know.
You don't know? But you saw that blood. That's the only way that you would be worried about it. Because that's like saying, I'm worried about red roses being under my pillow, but yet I never put them there. That doesn't make any sense. You know, your brain doesn't even think to operate like that unless you knew something was there. Does that make sense? That makes sense to you. You're a smart guy, right?
Stephen McDaniel kept saying he had no sexual interest or connection to Lauren. McDaniel's calm and steady answers seemed to really bother the detective, and he started to get more and more upset.
Buddy, I know this is hard, and I can tell it's on you. You want to let it go. There's blood in your apartment, Stephen. You didn't get it all up. It didn't all come off. You scrubbed and you wiped. But we can tell that. Don't you watch CSI? Yeah, we know it. Stephen, why is there blood in your bathroom?
I don't know.
Yes, you do know. Why, Stephen?
I don't know.
Has anybody else been in your bathroom?
The police were in there.
Other than the police? Who else has been in there?
No one that I know.
No one. And you recently cleaned your bathroom, didn't you?
No,
How long ago?
I don't remember.
A couple days ago?
No,
Over the weekend?
no,
No, you don't know.
I don't remember cleaning it.
Do you use drugs?
No,
You ever use acid?
no,
Are you on medication?
no.
You're lying, Stephen. I wanted to give you an opportunity to tell it. I wanted to be here with you to go through that process because I know you're not a monster, man. I know you're not a bad guy. You're just a hard-working student trying to pass a bar exam, ain't you? You ain't got a lot of support from your family, do you?
Yes,
You do? A lot of people can't say that. And the fact that you do have support from your family should make things easier. Because your family wants to feel like they've raised somebody that tells the truth and is honest, right?
yes,
Did you hurt that girl, Stephen?
no,
Stephen McDaniel continued to be hard to understand, like he was winning a battle of wits against the detective. The detective was close to losing his patience. He couldn't make McDaniel share important information. The detective got really frustrated and angrily left the room because of his nerves being strained and his anger showing. Then another detective, maybe with a new way of thinking, came into the room to keep questioning McDaniel. It was obvious that McDaniel's cleverness and not answering had made the first detective very angry and desperate.
Have you ever purchased any ammo here in Macon?
yes.
From where?
A to Z guns.
On
and
Vineland, was that on Vineland Avenue?
Yes,
When's the last time you was at AZ Guns?
years ago.
Do you have a permit
Yes,
to carry what you do? Here in Bibb County?
yes,
Okay. You applied when you was working down at the county or
I
something?
applied last fall.
Okay. So you have your card.
Yes,
Is it with you?
yes,
Can I see it? They still make you take your fingerprint down there?
yes.
Let me see your card. How much does it cost now? You remember?
Around $80.
So it expires in 2016.
Yes,
Do you have any pictures of the kids?
no,
Hmm?
no,
They didn't give you no pictures when they were in school? Got a picture of your parents?
no,
You got no pictures?
no.
At all? Not even
in
at your
my
apartment?
wallet.
You have some at your apartment?
Some.
What do the kids call you?
Stephen.
Okay. So you're just their brother or uncle or
Brother.
brother Stephen? None of them ever come visit you here in Macon?
No.
Unlike the detective before, this new detective stayed calm and could think clearly, even though the room was tense. He asked questions that made sense, trying to understand why the bullets were important and how they might be related to Lauren Giddings' disappearance. But McDaniel still acted the same, not showing any emotions.
What card do you use the most?
Visa.
Is it a bank name or just a Visa?
First Financial Bank.
Is that here in Macon?
No.
First Financial. You got a bank account with them?
No.
Well, whose account? They just sent you a Visa? You don't have no bank account?
I have bank.
Where are you putting your money? In your
Wachovia.
house? You putting all your money in your house?
I
With
have-
all the food you got in there?
I have an account with Wachovia.
Here in Macon?
Yes.
Do you buy your stuff at Walmart with this Visa card?
No.
Oh, how do you usually pay for stuff at Walmart?
With cash.
Do you have a job?
No.
Well, how do you get cash?
Student loans.
So you're just living off your student loans?
Yes.
The detective looked into McDaniel's financial history. He asked about how he used credit cards or cash. The detective also asked if McDaniel had a job.
Do you have any black trash bags in your apartment? Like, that you use for trash?
No.
Can you help me? Do you know where any black trash bags are in that apartment complex?
I don't
Have you
know.
ever seen any around? Has someone been over there cleaning up, or have you ever seen anybody painting in an apartment? Have you seen any painters? Because you're home most of the day, right?
Yes.
Have you seen any of that?
No.
Do you know when the garbage man usually comes over there?
No.
Do you know anything?
Yes.
What do you know? I asked you for help. What do you know? You haven't provided me with nothing. I mean, when's the last time you were in that laundry room at the apartments?
Last night,
What were you doing last night?
Luke and I were looking for Lauren.
Did y'all see anything unusual or out of place?
No.
Okay.
There was one washer that had clothes in it.
Whose clothes were they, do you know?
Luke said they looked like a guy's clothes.
But you didn't look in the machine?
I didn't look in detail.
McDaniel's actions while being questioned were disturbing. He never looked away from the detectives, keeping a creepy and intense stare. He answered in a flat voice, giving short and mechanical responses that didn't explain much. His unbroken stare and emotionless way of talking, along with his brief answers, made the detectives feel uneasy and uncomfortable.
I haven't since I got it back.
Where'd you get it back from?
My parents.
What'd they have it for?
Their van was in a wreck.
So, what'd they do, come get your car, or?
Yes.
So they came to Macon and got your car and then left?
The wreck was down here.
Oh, in Macon?
Yes.
So they were staying with you when they were in the wreck?
No.
Well, what were they doing in Macon?
The van was going to be worked on.
Here in Macon?
Yes.
Well, where's the van at now? Do they got it back?
It was totaled.
So they were in Macon, and they were in a wreck in Macon.
My mom was.
And she was down here in Macon because...
The air conditioner was malfunctioning.
Why was she in Macon, though?
Because there's a place in Macon that's the best at air conditioning repair.
And you told her about to come down to Macon to get her air conditioner fixed?
No.
Well, how do you know that?
She told me.
So she just drove to Macon to get her air conditioner fixed.
Yes.
She was in a wreck.
Yes.
Totaled out her car, her van.
Yes.
So she came to your house to get your car.
I drove her back. I was following.
You drove her back to where?
To my apartment.
Where was the van?
It was towed.
Okay, because it's totaled. She stay at your apartment, spend the night with you?
No.
She stayed just a few minutes and leave, or what?
She stayed about an hour.
When's the last time you talked to your mother, Glenda?
I don't remember.
Has it been a while?
It's been a few days.
Do you call her every day?
No.
You don't check on the kids?
No.
Show me that scratch again that you showed me earlier. That was it a... What did you say happened there?
I think I scratched myself in my sleep.
Oh. Are you going to be able to help me with this case or not? Because I need to tell the parents.
The detectives wanted to know more about his car to find any clues about what happened to Lauren Giddings. But McDaniel's answers stayed the same, without any feelings or important details.
Come on now. You can give me some advice, right? You can't give me some advice on what I should do next? can't tell me what you think I should do next?
I don't know.
Well, we found a body outside the apartment, right? We know that, right?
Yes.
You saying you didn't hear or see anything like the whole time you've been there over the weekend, right?
Right.
We've talked to you, right?
Right.
We've talked to most of all her friends. Is there anybody else we need to talk to that you might know that we didn't?
I don't know.
Let's talk about the apartment complex. Anybody in that complex that anybody else we need to talk to?
I don't know who you have talked to.
Who lives below you?
An older woman and her son.
Were they home tonight or today?
I don't know.
You didn't see them?
No.
Do you ever see them?
Yes.
But you don't know if they were home today?
No. She doesn't have a car.
So it's really hard to tell if they're home.
Yes.
You ever talk to her?
Yes.
Does she work anywhere?
I don't know.
Do you ever get tired of saying I don't know? What else you got in your wallet there, brother?
My bear card
What's that used for?
to get into the building.
What else you got?
My bank card. My Kroger card.
Is that the card you use at Kroger?
Yes.
I'm gonna write down this number. Since you don't know the last time you were there, I'm assuming you used your card when you were there.
Yes.
Right.
I always use my card.
That's why I'm gonna write down a number. You can remember that you always use your card, but you can't remember the last time you were there.
I always use my card.
Well, what if you didn't use it? What else you got in there?
My Borders card. An ink card. My ID.
What's that?
A voter registration.
What's that, Mercer? What's that?
Mercer Law Cab card.
What's that? Use a free cab ride home? Or that's just the phone numbers?
Numbers for cab companies.
Here in Macon. Alright, what's that card right there?
GameStop.
No phone numbers or anything?
No.
Okay. Put your money back up in there. There's $100 bill up under there. What are you rolling with all that money in your pocket for?
My granddaddy gave it to me.
Do you take any medication?
No.
Have you ever taken any medication?
No.
Do you have any kind of mental problem?
No.
You know what's crazy? I was talking to people that he works with and everything. They talk about how he's always expresses himself.
But he don't know.
He's very talkative. Stephen, they say you're so talkative, buddy, that you always so friendly. You stop in and say hello, and you talk. Why is it that you're acting so short with us tonight? If you have all this character and personality about you, why is it that everything that we get from you is yes, no, or I don't know?
I don't know.
Well, you sure were talking to the media tonight, weren't you?
They asked what happened.
Yeah, that's what we're asking you. What happened? What'd you tell them?
I told them
You
what
didn't-
I knew.
That you didn't know. Do you drink at all? Do you drink beer?
No.
At least I gotta know stuff I don't know.
As the talk with Stephen McDaniel went on, the detective started to feel tired because of his unchanging demeanor. They kept asking him questions, but McDaniel didn't cooperate and didn't respond.
When was the last time you did laundry?
A few weeks ago.
You ain't washed clothes in a few weeks?
Yeah.
Why?
I have a lot of clothes.
No, you don't. That's another lie. That's right. That's 3 lies, Stephen. You don't have a lot of clothes.
Yes, I do.
Nope. You got enough underwear to last you 3 weeks?
Yes.
Do you wear the same pair of underwear more than one day?
Yes.
Why?
Because it's still clean enough to wear.
Stephen, I appreciate you coming down here today and talking to us, okay? I appreciate you cooperating with us and helping us along. But you've lied to me about at least 3 things in this interview. And people don't lie unless they got something to hide. Why would you lie to me, Stephen?
I didn't lie.
Sure you did. You said you don't even notice when she comes in and out of her apartment. That's a lie, Stephen.
I said I didn't remember the last time.
Have you ever watched her go in her apartment?
No.
You've never... How long y'all been neighbors?
3 years.
3 years. And you've never watched her walk through her front door?
Yes.
5 seconds. I said, you ever watched her walk into her apartment? You said no. So I'm going to ask you again. Have you ever watched her walk into her apartment?
Yes.
When was the last time?
A long time ago.
How long?
Before graduation.
It's been that long. And you graduated when?
In May.
Beginning of May? End of May?
Middle.
And you hadn't seen her walk in her apartment since?
No.
Did you ever help her carry up groceries and stuff like that?
No.
Never.
No.
You ever help her carry her laundry?
No.
She's never needed your help with anything?
She asked for help with the computer.
You ever offer help with her for anything, carrying stuff for her, anything like that?
Yes.
Like what, Stephen?
When she was moving out during the first summer,
What did you do?
she needed help moving stuff to her car.
And you helped her?
Yes.
So you went in and out of her apartment moving stuff?
Yes.
How long did you help her?
A few minutes.
That's it?
Yes.
Do you realize how you're talking right now? Does it not feel weird to you?
No.
Would you say that this is how you talk all the time?
I don't understand.
You're just not expressing yourself at all. Everything's with you is yes, no, I don't remember, I don't understand. You can't help me out with anything. There's nothing you can tell me to help me about this beautiful girl right here, Stephen. That was your friend. Nothing. You gonna let things go down like this?
I don't know what you want.
I want the truth, Stephen.
I don't know where she is.
The way the 2 detectives acted was clear. One was forceful, while the other tried to be kind and understanding to McDaniel. They seemed to be planning their actions, thinking that maybe one of them could make him talk. But no matter how they acted, Stephen didn't show any reaction and stayed calm.
Where?
I don't know.
Stephen. You gonna look at this right here, this little girl right here, and you gonna say you don't know? I know you know.
I don't know.
Yes, you know. What are you gonna say tomorrow when I say we got your hair with the body? What are you gonna say to me then? Because you know, like I go like that. Look at my hair. That's how easy it falls out. Look at all that on your head. You don't think nothing fell out? It did. It did, Stephen. We just wanted to give you an opportunity to tell it. So you didn't look like a monster at the end. Because you know what? I don't believe that you're a monster, Stephen. I believe that you're a good guy. You've been picked on. Girls didn't show you the respect that you deserved. You did something stupid. And I believe you feel bad about it. And that's why you're all freaked out right now. But I'm giving you the opportunity to get right. I'm giving you an opportunity to show everybody you're not a monster. That you feel bad about what happened. Your hair's there, man. Your hair is there. We got your hair with the body. How's that, Stephen?
I don't know.
Yes, you do know. Yes, you do know, Stephen. That's right, buddy. See that? Look at it. See how easy? It happens. And it happened to you. Why, Stephen?
I don't understand.
Oh, you understand? You understand exactly what I'm saying. See this stuff right here, your hair? Yeah, it fell out of your head when you was moving the body, Stephen. That's right. You remember moving the body?
No.
Yes, you do, Stephen. Why, man? What happened? Why? Tell me, bud.
I didn't do it.
Yes, you did, Stephen. Your head's with the body. Quit lying. We want you to tell it so that way people will understand you're not a monster. Things just, you got out of control. It's a sickness. Why'd you do it, Stephen?
I didn't do it.
Stephen, why are you going to keep telling that? You hurt that girl.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did, Stephen. You hurt her, man. She was screaming. Screaming, Stephen. Why? And I know you feel bad about it. I can see it in your face. What came over you, man? What happened, Stephen?
I don't know.
I know you don't know. You couldn't control it, could you?
I didn't do it.
Stephen! How long are we going to continue to do this? You did. Why is what I want to know.
I didn't do it.
Stephen, you hurt that girl, man. And you got on the news today. That's right. You know what? You weren't talking like this on the news, buddy. Yeah. You hurt this girl.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did. You hurt that girl. Why'd you hurt her, Stephen?
I didn't.
You hurt that girl. Did you try to make her have sex with you?
I didn't.
Huh? Who did it?
I don't.
They got your hair? They steal your hair and take it over there? Stephen, they steal your hair? They didn't, did they? Did they, Stephen? That's right. It's all sinking in right now. He knows, is what you're thinking. Stephen, I don't want it to be a game between me and you. I know it hurts, and I know you're not an awful person and you want to tell it. Your hair was there, Stephen. We've all known it all along. We wanted just to give you an opportunity to tell what happened. Did y'all have sex?
No.
Did you try to have sex?
No.
Think about having sex?
No.
Liar. What kind of man doesn't think about having sex? You said earlier you like girls, right?
Yes.
You said she's a pretty girl, right?
Stephen's steady behavior during the whole 2-hour talk is really impressive. It's hard to tell if he's acting on purpose or if he's really feeling a lot of stress. He kept answering with just yes, no, or at most we got to hear, I don't know, controlling how the questioning went. So for the detectives, they didn't know what to do. In March 2014, Stephen McDaniel admitted to killing Lauren Giddings and was given a life sentence in prison without the chance to ever be released. This case got a lot of attention from the media. This was some scary behavior from Stephen, but this was not the only time detectives were met with weird behavior in the interrogation room. Have a look at our next case. Number 2, a wannabe gangster. People usually think of gangsters as tough, scary criminals who don't care about the law. But what happens when fake gangsters face real time in prison? This is Conrad Trojans, who was 18 years old. In September 2010, he was leaving school when a man with a gun came up to him. The man told Conrad to give him his bag, but Conrad said no. Then the man shot Conrad in the chest. Although Conrad managed to get away and call for help, he later passed out and died. The person who did this, Tavian Wilcox, fled the scene, but later they found out who he was and brought him in for trying to kill Conrad. It turns out when they talked to him in the interrogation room, he wasn't as tough as he seemed.
Nothing else happened. I don't sit here and talk to you without knowing what the deal is, all right? We've been talking to people, we've been interviewing people, we've been showing people pictures, we've been looking at video. I didn't bring you up here because you weren't wearing your seatbelt, okay? You got arrested for a burglary before and they didn't even bring you up here. Obviously, it's something a little more serious. This is going to go one of two ways. You're either going to be a guy who made a mistake, hanging around the wrong place, the wrong time, did something dumb, or you're going to be a guy that goes out and likes to shoot people for fun, okay? Listen, and before you say anything, I think you're a guy that made a mistake. I know you were there, okay? I know what happened. I've talked to the victim. The victims picked you out of a photo lineup and said, that's the guy that shot me, okay? Here's the deal. I don't think you shot that guy because you're a bad person. You didn't mean to kill that guy, okay? What happened was you were just trying to snatch his backpack. He started fighting with you, and you got scared.
So y'all saying I shot someone?
I know you shot somebody.
Wilcox doesn't seem to realize that the detective already has all the details. But as the detective keeps showing him what he knows, Wilcox starts to get scared. He's only an 18-year-old who wanted to act tough like a gangster, but now he's in trouble for shooting someone who didn't do anything wrong.
18, right? You're 18, yes?
Yeah.
This is where you need to stand up and be a man and admit you made a mistake. I know you weren't trying to kill that guy. I know that because you're not the kind of guy that does that. You panicked. You got scared. You got in over your head. The victim's making you out to be a stone cold, just straight up thug killer. Guy that doesn't give a about anybody else. All right?
I could have stayed big late for this shit, man.
If you keep going down the path you're going down telling me you didn't have anything to do with it, it's not you, who are people going to believe? Are they going to believe you or are they going to believe the victim? They're going to have to believe the victim because you didn't give me your side of the story. A guy that sits there like you is not a guy that goes around and kills people. You understand what I'm saying? You have remorse. You're sorry. I can see it on you. You just need to take that next step. What happened in that parking lot? Did you guys plan it? Or did it just happen?
Trying to go back.
Huh?
They try to go back to jail.
I can't. What'd you say?
They trying to go back to jail.
Don't, remember how we talked about that? Don't think about that. That's the least of your concerns right now.
No, I'm pretty sure he has his concerns figured out correctly. Wilcox started breaking down and realized what he had done.
Did you say, stop hitting me or I'm going to shoot you? Anything like that?
I was like, I had my hand like right here.
No, you had your left hand like up against him?
Yeah.
Trying to push him away?
I was trying to make him stop hitting me.
Where was the gun?
In my pocket.
Which pocket?
This one.
How many times did you shoot? What happened after you pulled the trigger? Did he fall down or
No.
was he was still standing up? Where'd you hit him?
I didn't even know I hit him.
Okay. So you fired that one round. What happened?
I froze up.
You just froze up?
It didn't take long before he confessed. Given his confession and strong evidence, Detialing Wilcox was sentenced to life in prison. But check out the last case of this video and how this guy panicked completely. Number 3. This is Cody Feno. He was a criminal who made a lot of mistakes and did dumb things right from the beginning. First, his phone got stolen at a store. Instead of handling it well, he went crazy, looking all around the neighborhood for any signs of the phone. Cameras recorded him walking by a 15-year-old named Deshaun Hills. He took out a gun from his backpack and shot the boy 3 times, killing him right away. People who saw it and cameras helped the police find Cody really fast. They brought him in for questioning.
What I just did was the people yesterday, these motherfuckers was able to do this to me. They was able to look at.
Okay. Well, I'll take a look at this in a second.
I'm saying, look how they do me.
Okay.
Look how they do me. They just kicked my mom's door open, man.
Well, they didn't kick your mom's door open.
Yeah, they did, man.
No.
I was on the phone, man, with somebody while it happened, man.
We were there. We were there at your mom.
Come on, man. I said, like I said, man, I ain't about that.
Okay,
I don't gang bang. I don't do, you know what I mean? I ain't with the gun.
We're here because you're involved with this murder. You've told people. That's why you're here. That's why you're not in Minneapolis. Okay? We have talked to people, all right,
man, that
have put you there at the scene. There's video of you at the scene.
The whole time.
The whole time. Okay, we know why you're there.
I ain't buying it, man.
You're not buying it. I'm not here to lie to you, though. Why would I lie to you?
I ain't buying it.
You're on video. Okay, people are talking to you. You're talking to them. Okay?
You approach people and talk to them.
On the night of the murder, Cody was walking around the neighborhood. He was asking people if they saw the person who took his phone, and he was acting mean toward those he thought might be responsible. Cameras from different stores and businesses in Minneapolis clearly showed him, so any excuse he has about being somewhere else is not true.
Cody, all we're trying to do... Here's the thing.
Y'all know it all.
Can I just say something? If I was sitting in your chair and I had...
Dude, I got mercy, dude.
Hold on a second.
I got mercy, dude. Look at this shit.
Sit down.
Look at this shit.
Sit down.
Look at this shit.
Yep, sit down.
Yeah, it's crazy. So,
Just sit down for
I don't even want, like,
here's
I'm
one
so
thing.
mad.
One thing. Hold on.
I'm so fucking mad right now. No, I was supposed to. ERT, ooh. Then y'all talking about some goofy shit that I don't know about.
It's a murder.
Some goofy shit.
It's a murder.
Some goofy shit. Like I ain't there.
Well, here's what I'm going to say, just before we go, okay? Was that if I was sitting in your chair and I had 2 people asking me where I was on a specific day, and they're saying that I did a murder.
That's what Durfee did with me just yesterday.
I'm not talking about Durfee.
I'm saying if you ask me what I ate for dinner, I might not remember.
Also, pay attention to how Cody talks and acts. Right from the beginning, he's defensive and tries to argue against everything the detectives say. Instead of listening to them and responding respectfully, he either talks louder than them or just says, "I don't believe you." He doesn't give any proof to support his side. But it turns out he was going to give enough evidence that would actually put him in jail.
Oh, you would have Wally's and boom, 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 boom.
You were by Wally's, absolutely.
I was by Wally's.
You were?
But y'all don't know the story.
Well, tell me.
You motherfucker supposed to be in the motherfucking face, stole my phone, all that stupid shit. That don't mean I pulled the motherfucking trigger. Just because some people say some shit, that's what it is. That's what it is. So y'all gonna go with the fuck you here anyway. I was over at the store, and I got fucking my... That's what that was.
Who jumped you?
I don't, like I said, I don't know. That don't make me no murder. I called my big cousin. My big cousin come get me. What it look like? I said, one was, I don't know. Nothing came of it. You act like, can I pull the trigger on somebody?
When did you get jumped, or when did you get your stuff robbed? Cody, so somebody jumped you for your phone, right? Did they get anything else from you? Or did you have money? Did you
Wallet, ID.
Man, check it out.
Cody got really mad and said something that put him near the place where the crime happened. He also gave a reason for why he might have done the murder. For the next 4 minutes, Cody tried hard to fix the problem he created, but it was already too late. The evidence they had, along with what he basically admitted, made Cody look guilty. He was declared guilty of murder and got a 38-year prison sentence. the killer that cried for her victim. Courtney Clenny, also known as Courtney Taylor, found herself at the center of an investigation following the tragic death of her boyfriend, Christian Ubumseli. The events unfolded in their Miami, Florida apartment where Christian was allegedly fatally stabbed. The police brought Courtney in for questioning as a possible suspect in the murder, aiming to unravel the details leading up to the incident. Courtney's interrogation began with her describing the sequence of events leading to the tragedy. She shared insights into her relationship with Christian, revealing concerns about his past aggression towards her. She recounted a recent incident with a security guard that escalated, involving the police.
I want a restraining order against Christian Ubumseli.
This episode hinted at tensions in their lives and raised suspicions of potential conflict.
But you hit me. Shut the up.
Courtney revealed that, despite their recent breakup, she allowed Christian to remain in their shared apartment for practical reasons.
One other time yesterday, for absolutely no reason, absolutely none, they harassed, not the police, but security guards from the office, like young security guards. Came up for no reason. Bothered him, bothered me. I was about to go to the pool. I said, they said, do you want us to keep him out of here? And I said, I mean, yeah, but y'all have been letting him up all week when he hasn't had a key. Yeah. But, I mean, no. Do you want us to call the cops? No. It's fine. Like, I didn't want him to get arrested. Like, there's no reason for that. And so, whatever. So I said no. And then he, I guess he just wanted to call the police or something, because right after that he goes, well, we saw you shove him, which he was referring to downstairs in the elevator. My boyfriend had followed me into the elevator, and I didn't want him to come in. So I go, stop following me, and I did this. And we were like, I mean, Christian will attest to a lot of stuff. Yeah. But that just didn't happen. So it's like he moved from Christian to me. It seemed like he just wanted to cause trouble. Yeah. So the police were involved yesterday when there shouldn't have been anything. And then I think there was like one or two times where I don't think the police were called, but maybe security, when, well, if you're talking about police, that's definitely the only times that I can remember. Okay. Security have been called for noise complaints, for sure.
Because of arguments, or? And what do you guys usually argue about? Or is it always a different issue?
I mean, no, kind of ish. But
do you mind telling us about those arguments? Or?
I don't think there's a point. I cannot remember everything, so I'm not. I don't want to remember part of it.
Okay. Would you say it's jealousy related?
For sure, for some of it, yeah. Yeah.
So you think you can tell us the story one more time, just so I can make sure that I didn't miss anything?
Didn't you write everything down?
No, he's writing it down for me. But I just want to make sure that you can explain to us one more time the story.
Okay. Well, I mean, you can see how I am. Okay. Well, he went to go get me Subway. We wake up. We've broken up. I broke up with him about a week ago. My mom came into town. She was in town because of it. And I told her, like, what am I saying? Anyway, she came into town because of this. She was there for about 6 days. My boyfriend was freaking squatting in my elevator, like, little room. But I didn't want to kick him out because he said he wanted to be ghosting me. I'm like, okay. I eventually feel like, okay, I got this under control. You can go home. Okay. Then she goes home. That crap with the security guard who I guess just had an agenda. That happened yesterday. Okay. Or was it the day before yesterday? Honestly, I really don't. I can't think of it. It's the day before yesterday or yesterday. So.
Which security guard is this? Do you know his name?
I don't remember his name. I could point him out in the lineup in 1 second. So after that fact, I was like, wow, you just tried to cause a problem for no reason. I thought it was his fault. I was like, why are you doing this? Just because, like I said, that we're over, blah, blah, blah. And he was trying to talk to me. and I just didn't want to talk to him.
The atmosphere grew heavy as Courtney recounted the fateful event. She admitted that Christian had gone out to get food from Subway. Upon his return,
Get off of me! You literally talked to her without telling me!
Courtney, I was on a bike ride and she passed me and I said, hi, you and Courtney are having a live chat. My bad, I forgot to tell you that. That doesn't make you to act and call me a
heated argument erupted, spiraling out of control. Courtney acknowledged grabbing a knife in an attempt to intimidate him, which unintentionally led to the knife striking Christian.
Out of anger. I didn't say it because I want that, because I love him. But that was just one of the things that you said.
Was that at the moment that he was charging you, or earlier in one of the arguments?
It was before he choked me. Yes, it was before he choked me.
Okay.
Or whatever.
So, he gets...
So no, not right then. I couldn't tell you exactly what he said right then.
Okay. So...
But I swear to God, I was scared. I mean, after like what I just... I was scared. And I was on the phone with my mom and it was still happening.
Yeah.
I was scared.
So you told me that he had you against the wall at one point, right? With the hands over your neck?
Mm-hmm.
And how did you end up from the wall to the ground?
Let me go.
Uh-huh.
Let me go, and then I started swinging on him because I had been against the wall.
Okay.
I started trying to hit him.
Yeah.
And then he put me on the ground.
He dropped you to the ground. What did he do? Like, did he lift you up, or did he grab your hair? Did he just kind of rotate you onto the ground?
I really couldn't even tell you.
He pushed you.
If I could have been given all these questions, before, I could be like, maybe let me think about it. Or when I'm trying to remember a whole situation of where I was very upset about something, which I've learned this in therapy and whatever. It's write down all the details so you don't forget. Just write it all out clearly so it makes sense to you and makes sense to somebody else. But I haven't had a chance to have a pen and paper or my phone to write down exactly what happened, and I haven't even fully thought about it.
Yeah.
So honestly, my answer is I don't remember.
That's fine. So he has you on the ground. You end up on the ground, and he has his hands over your neck. Correct? Yeah.
Yes.
Oh. And then is he saying something to you at the time when he's on the ground on top of you? Or?
He was saying something like gritting his teeth. I don't remember what it was.
Like what?
He was saying something like gritting his teeth, with the white of his eyes,
okay.
but I don't remember what it was.
Okay. And then he at one point he stops, right? Sorry. And what, you get up? You go to the bedroom, or what do you do?
I get my phone from the kitchen. I got my phone from the kitchen. I called my mom. I was talking to her, and then he was following me around the apartment and acting we shouldn't be together.
You guys have a history of domestic violence?
Yeah.
You say you've been together how long, sorry?
Almost 2 years.
Almost 2
year
years.
and a half, 2 years.
So how many incidents you think you've had?
I don't know, but we shouldn't be together.
We say one or two, or just so many to...
Oh my God. Oh my God. I haven't touched my ankle. It's wet blood. I just want to take a shower, God. Okay. No. We can.
I'll get your
I'm not trying to interrupt the...
No. You keep on.
This is absolutely the most insane shit that I think I've ever been involved in.
I think anybody that
No,
goes through this
without
would
a
be
doubt.
just insane.
What'd you say?
I think that if anybody goes through this type of situation, it would be pretty insane for them.
Okay. You said
have you
domestic violence.
have you made a report before?
No.
You've never made a report?
Oh, I did in Dallas actually about a year ago, and he was detained.
And what happened there?
He had pushed me in the lobby, but it wasn't like a big deal, and they made it a huge deal. And he ended up getting taken to the hospital or jail or something.
Yeah. So you said 1.5 years to 2 years?
Mhm.
Okay. And you said that today you guys were supposed to go to the park?
Mhm. We were. Well, I'll just let you ask questions and I'll answer.
No, you can tell me whatever you want. You can tell me whenever you want.
Yeah, we had just gotten back together. I had broken up with him, and then he came back the last 2 nights, and everything was perfect. And then she got into an argument, and I ended up getting scared, and I think that I overreacted, or not overreacted necessarily, but reacted, and I just didn't know exactly what might happen. But yeah, we were right before anything happened. We were going to walk the dogs down to this park over by the Paramount, which has the beach volleyball and basketball court and all that. We're gonna walk them over there and let my dog Ranger play soccer. That was my plan for the day, and then go.
How old are you
to the movie? Or you go to a movie tonight in Miami Beach. My dogs are 8 years old.
8 years old? Oh, okay. Both of them?
Yes.
Oh. You've had them all 8 years? Since they were babies?
Yes.
Oh. What breed are they?
Mini Aussies.
Mini Aussies? I love those. Super smart.
Yeah.
You guys lived in Austin before here, right? Between the first and second week of January, you guys moved to Miami. You guys stop anywhere before coming to Miami, or did you move somewhere else between Austin and Miami, or you went straight to Miami?
We drove the U-Haul from Austin to Miami. Took us 2 days. I didn't drive one bit, because he went the whole way. So I took a day and a half, 2 days. No, we just stopped a bunch of places on the way.
Does he have any family?
He does. He has.
Yeah.
He has his mom and grandma. He's closest to.
Mom and grandma?
Mhm.
We're here in Miami, or?
They live in Dallas. I think his grandma may still be in Nigeria, because they visit a lot, but I think that they're back in Dallas.
Okay.
He has a brother that lives in I think Houston. I don't know where his sister lives.
Do you happen to know off the top of your head their phone number, or?
None of theirs, no.
No?
No.
Do you have it on your phone number, on your phone, or no?
I think that I would have his mom on my phone for sure, and then maybe his grandma.
Oh, okay. What's his mom's name?
He's told me. I'm terrible right now.
That's remembering.
And I met her multiple times, and I've been to her house, and I still didn't tell you. That's pretty bad.
I mean, how many times have you seen her?
I think 4 times.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure it's spread apart, right?
Yeah.
So I wouldn't imagine to remember somebody's name that easy. So I'm really bad at remember names too. So again. How about his brother? You know his brother's name, or no?
He's very not, I guess, too thorough with talking about. I mean, that's not really probably the word, but not too thorough. I feel like I calmed down a little bit once he told me they're just talking to him. Okay, so I can talk to you. They're he's not really that thorough or something. He doesn't really talk as much about his family as I do mine. I talk about my family all the time.
Okay. Where's your family at?
In Austin.
You're all in Austin?
All in Austin, yeah.
You have a big family, small family?
I am the most I'm the closest with my immediate family. My mom, my dad, and my little sister.
Okay.
So not really that big of a family.
Oh, okay. What's your mom's name?
Deborah.
Deborah. And your dad's?
Kim.
Kim.
Mm-hmm.
What are their last names?
Clenny.
Clenny.
Clenney.
And your sister?
Morgan.
Do you ever need us to take a break? You know, because I know it's rough, you know, with everything going on. But when you can take a break, you let me know, okay?
Yeah. Thank you guys for giving me water and tissues.
No, definitely. Do you guys work here in Miami, or do you guys have your own business?
I do social media, so I'm an influencer, I guess is what.
Oh, yeah?
Close, yes, I'm an influencer. And he does stocks and crypto.
What do you focus on, like Instagram or social media apps?
Instagram, OnlyFans.
Oh, okay.
It's just, yeah.
It
pays the bills.
What's your Instagram?
At Courtney Taylor.
Huh?
At Courtney Taylor. Taylor spelled T-A-I-L-L-R.
T-A-I-L-L-R. L-O-R.
Mm-hmm.
And what is it that he does?
Stocks and crypto.
Stocks and crypto.
He just has stocks and does crypto.
Yeah, so he's pretty good with numbers and all that. Yeah. And he's done that since you've known him, or?
I mean, as far as I know, he's done it since he was 19, and he's 27.
Okay.
So he's pretty damn good at it. That's, I guess, compared to other people that do it.
Yeah. And how long were you guys planning on being in Miami, or before going to London? Or?
I don't think London was ever really going to happen. I don't think I would ever do that. But yeah. We were going to move into a house.
Mm-hmm.
So, have an apartment, and then we were like, maybe just move here for a year. And then once we got here, we were like, no, this is dope.
Yeah.
So, we have the dog picked out. It's a golden retriever. We're going to name Mello. So we were going to get a house. So we could have a backyard. Because I have 2 dogs, and then we're going to have 3. So we're planning on staying here for a while.
Okay.
I just hope we get the opportunity to do that. Sorry.
Once again, you don't have to apologize.
Hopefully I'm over freaking out and like I'll be able to see him or whatever. But I don't see it. I don't know.
Yeah.
I will keep it together.
Okay. So how about before we go into like the details of what happened today, okay, I have to swear you in and read you a couple other paperwork. It's just normal process for everybody, with victims, witnesses, everybody. Okay, so
I got a chance to talk to a Christian today.
To who?
Christian.
Who's Christian? Oh,
the victim.
They haven't told me his
name
yet.
I don't know if I'm the victim. No. He's definitely the victim. What did you say?
No, he didn't know his name, so he was confused.
The situation quickly escalated, leaving Courtney panicked as she tried to help Christian while waiting for medical assistance. The whole experience was described as terrifying and heart-wrenching. Courtney expressed her deep remorse for the unintended and tragic consequences of her actions.
Let's start from the start. You guys were supposed to take out your dogs to the park, right? And then what happened after that?
Like I said, a little bit before.
Yeah.
I was doing laundry and watching a Christina Randall, or listening to a Christina Randall video, and tried to call my mom. She didn't answer the first time, and then he came back with a Subway sandwich. Before he left, he recited exactly what I wanted I said, I'll text what I want to you. And he said, I know what you want. I said, no, you don't. You recited it to me before you left. And he got it perfectly right. And then he left. I guess he went to go bike over there. That's just what he said. I don't know if he walked or biked, but he told me it's in a biker's place.
Like a bicycle?
Yeah.
Okay.
He came back. And I said something about like, oh, are you gonna like reshare your location with me? Like, do you want to share it? And he said, yeah, I'm sure. And I was like, oh, when did you do that? And he goes, the other day, like when you were done with me. And I was like, okay. He said, no, like reshare it. And then he told, they kind of like turned into like a little like argument or something. And then he told me to reshare mine, and I was like, okay, yeah, I will. And then I didn't do it immediately. He asked me about it again. And I don't know what I was thinking, but just like something about, well, what if I'm somewhere you don't want me to be?
Okay.
Which I wouldn't have been. I love him. But just like, maybe you don't want to know where I am. I guess maybe they'll just like hurt him because he was pressing me. And he ended up pinning me against the wall. And then, I said like choking me on the floor. It's just like, look at my neck, and I was like, I'm not saying like choking you like, whatever. But he had my like neck, like and this happened twice before, where I couldn't breathe and I was on the floor. Yeah. I could not breathe. And I don't think that he was trying to kill me, but I was scared. And all 3 times I have been scared. So yeah, I'm on the floor. And he had me pinned and lets me up. I'm on the, get my mom on the phone. And I'm just trying to really remember. Hey, my mom on the phone. And I remember she was standing like against the couch. Like we were obviously it was a big deal at this point. So this happened like over by the door and somehow moved like over in the living room. He was standing by the couch, facing toward the kitchen. I was in the kitchen. And then he just like, I could see like all the whites in his eyes, and he was like coming at me. And so I grabbed one of these knives. My mom got me for Christmas. I grabbed one of them. And I was like, I swear to God. I swear to God. It was just like, I grab and be like, don't come anywhere closer to me. Because, earlier, that was happening 2 other times, I couldn't fucking breathe. I'm sorry. I couldn't breathe. And it's very scary. And I just think, like, just like this kind of thing where I was saying, like, do you know if he's okay? If he's choking me and he's angry enough, he might, this is different, I think. But if he's, like, choking me or, like, pinning me or something and I can't breathe, he might go too long. So I grab a knife and I said, don't come anywhere closer to me. I had absolutely no intention of using it. I'm on the phone with my mom, and he's coming at me like he's going to grab either the phone or, like, the knife or something. And so I was just like, I was like, don't come any closer. It's coming at me, and I threw it. And I meant for it to go.
How far away was he?
Well, I was by my fridge, and he was, like, by the edge of one of the chairs of the sofa.
Okay.
Like
comparing to what
10 feet. I'm trying to think in my head. I'm trying to make the.
Was it closer than I am?
No, but it was further.
So like the length of his room?
No, further than that.
Okay.
Oh well, if I said yeah, you're right. It was more than 10 feet. Then it was definitely further than this.
Okay.
I mean, it isn't closer. It looks a lot smaller than it is from here.
It was further than this.
Okay. So then, you were by the fridge and he was by the couch? You were by the fridge and he was by the couch?
Yes, I was in front of the fridge. He was by the couch.
Yes. And then
behind my island.
Then what kind of movements did he make? At the moment, he was gonna walk
running
up.
At me.
Running? Okay.
Well, charging, aggressively walking, something.
What was he doing? Like, was he doing something with his hands, or?
I mean, he had his hands up. I couldn't tell you exactly.
Was he yelling at you at the time?
Yes.
Yeah. What was he saying?
Well, I'm supposed to tell. Just put my hand up, so I really need to think.
Throughout the interrogation, Courtney's emotional turmoil was evident. Detectives delivered the devastating news of Christian's passing, prompting a reaction of disbelief, devastation, and profound sorrow. She struggled to comprehend how her actions had led to such a tragic outcome. She recalled their last conversation and Christian's upcoming birthday, making the news even more unbearable. Sensitive to Courtney's emotional state, the detectives offered reassurance, informing her that her family was being contacted to provide support. They emphasized her well-being and assured her that arrangements were being made to offer the necessary assistance during this challenging period.
Take good care of them. Thank you so much. You have no idea how appreciative I am of that.
You want to go to the bathroom?
I was really scared. Yes, I do. I'm just picking my nails. I have nothing else to do anymore. Just picking my nails off.
Yeah.
Is that considered?
They'll be right with you, okay?
Okay. Thank you.
Almost done here.
Okay. Is there an update on Christian?
The other detective's working on it right now.
Is he okay?
We're gonna check. We're trying to reach the officer at the hospital. We have an officer and a detective there, so we're gonna try to reach them and see what updates we have. As soon as we get them, we'll let you know. Okay. All right. So we have to obviously go inside the house, the apartment, photograph everything, document everything, pick up any evidence like the knife, you know. So there's two ways we can do that. We can get a search warrant, which, you know, it's basically an authorization from the judge to give us permission to go into the house. Or we can do a consent form. A consent form is a much faster process where you give us permission, and, you know, it'll honestly kill time by a good 3 hours.
Sure, let's do that.
Again, we're not going to take anything else not related to the scene. You know, we're here for whatever happened today, just to document that, photograph that, and that'll be pretty much it. Okay, this is what a consent form looks like. You can take the time to read it. I filled in your name and what we will be doing, and then if you agree with it, you can sign and date it. And like I said, it'll just help speed up the process as well. Okay. We're also speaking to your mom. One of the other detectives, there's a few of us.
What did you say?
One of the other detectives, the one that helped the dogs, she's speaking to your mom as well too, so we're updating her so she's aware.
At any moment I feel that they should stop recording, I will tell them that, because obviously I'm here to protect you. Okay?
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, just stop.
Okay. Courtney, so it's 10:45 p.m. right now, okay? Start off with... So, I have a picture. Let me know if this is Christian or not. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's Christian. Okay. So, We have to inform you that Christian did not make it. Okay. Unfortunately, the doctors did what they could. And
Christian is dead.
Yes.
Oh my God. This is not real, right? Okay. There's no fucking way. Christian died? Can I please have a hug? Am I allowed to do that in here?
Sure. Yeah. Relax. It's gonna be fine.
No.
Calm down. Calm down. Take deep breaths. Just take deep breaths. You're gonna be okay?
I need to hug my mom.
I'll talk to your parents and get them over here.
I cannot be left alone in like a room by myself.
You won't be.
After this. No, that's not true. That's not real, right?
It is real.
Christian is dead.
Yes. They're not gonna lie.
I know, I just can't believe it.
I'll talk to your parents. I'll get them. I'm gonna get your parents here ASAP.
We spoke to your parents, and they're trying to do everything possible to get here as soon as possible as well.
To what?
To get your parents, for them to come over here. So they're doing everything possible right now to find a way to get down here.
Deep breaths. Just take deep breaths.
I've been crying so much.
Don't.
And I just can't even cry right now.
Just take deep breaths. It's a shock. Just relax. Try to relax and.
Okay.
We're gonna get you some demeanor. Okay.
No. No.
It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be fine. Courtney, it's gonna be okay.
No, it's not. Oh my God. I wanted to be at the hospital. If anything happened to him, I just wanted to be at the hospital. I begged, can I please go to the hospital? I mean, obviously, they put me in cuffs at my house, but, like, I begged, can I please go to the hospital? Oh, my God, our friends. Oh, my God. Mom. Me?
It's been a long day.
I'm going to wake up tomorrow and it's going to be the same thing. And, yeah. And, okay, that's the last time I ever talked to him. It's the last time anybody ever talks to him. Ever. The last thing he ate was fucking Subway.
Courtney, we can't undo what's already happened, so just Just, this is going to be a process.
What I was saying to that other room, I said, God forbid, when, like, from far away, what if I had accidentally hit a little bit lower and he died? That's what I said. You remember? I said, God forbid. Then a few minutes later.
So we can't change what's occurred and get him a full. So just step by step. So you'll get through this, all right? And I think the detective spoke to your mom. She's trying to get a flight to get you some support. Because we just met maybe an hour ago. We're going to get you some support, okay?
Everything's inside right now. So right now everything's being photographed. Yeah. We do what's called a feral scan, which is like a video, 3D video of it. So once that's done and we're done photographing, we're able to take anything out.
Yeah, no, I'm just worried about.
What time are you supposed to take your meds?
Nighttime.
Nighttime? Anytime at nighttime?
Before bed?
So you've been taking it before bed?
Mm-hmm.
You know the name of it, just in case?
It starts with an S.
She just started on it.
It's
right. Take a deep breath.
I cannot be in here. I need to be with my family.
We're gonna get it.
With Kyle.
Do you know where you keep your medications at?
On top of my sink. It's like a orange bottle with the blue
the bathroom?
Cap. The blue cap, yeah.
Sink in the kitchen or bathroom?
In the bathroom.
We'll get this for you as soon as possible. This should be done. Eventually we'll have a photograph of that particular area first, and get it as soon as possible.
I swear I was holding him for so effing long. And the security lady was standing right there, and I was like, why are they taking so effing long? And I was just sitting there, he was bleeding and bleeding and bleeding and bleeding and bleeding and bleeding and bleeding. Okay.
I'm bringing take some deep breaths. We need to go forward and deal with
what happens now.
You know.
Damn, that's not fair for his mom and shooting to come and see him. And his birthday is in 8 days. Who has been called for him?
Nobody has yet. We're still trying to find his family's information.
Do you have a contact number for them? Maybe it's in your phone?
It might be.
Or in his phone?
You know his password, right?
Definitely, I do know his password, yes.
What's his password? It might be easier for us to get in there.
His password is 0412.
We'll give you guys a minute. Okay.
Yeah. I appreciate it.
Let us know if you need anything else.
Is there anything we can take you now? Is the water enough? Would you like something else to drink with a soda instead, or something to eat?
We need would be good. Actually, you know what? I think it'll be good for a while.
We'll be right outside, okay?
What I really need is a hit of vape badly.
Concerned about Courtney's mental health, the detectives inquired about her medication and psychological well-being. They displayed empathy and understanding, highlighting the significance of her mental health throughout the investigation and its aftermath. Following her arrest in Hawaii, where she was undergoing treatment for substance abuse and post-traumatic stress disorder, Courtney Clenny, or Courtney Taylor, faces charges related to the murder of her boyfriend, Christian Obumseli. Clenny awaits extradition to Florida, where she is set to face a second-degree murder charge. Frank Prieto, her defense attorney, confirmed this course of action. While Courtney cried when the realization of what she had done hit her, the next interrogee on our list, Thomas, tried another way when he lost it during his interrogation. The killer who tried to flee accountability.
Yeah, we before you sit there, motherfucker. I'm sorry? Soda, water. Yeah, you got a Sprite or something? Yeah. Give us a couple minutes, we'll be down. Minutes or hour? Minutes. Oh, at the top? Mm-hmm. Oh, what? Let me see. Couldn't sit so I can put this over on.
Next up, we have an interrogation involving a 27-year-old named Thomas Robinson, who is facing a potential life sentence for shooting a 17-year-old boy.
Shoot him, sir.
He's going to ask you a couple of questions now.
I'm Bill, this is Jim. How far along did you go in school? To the 12th grade.
When did you get your GED?
2013. And you say, I'm not asking this to embarrass you, but you can read, right? Any drugs, alcohol, in the last 24 hours going to affect your thinking or? Weed? Yeah. Can you comprehend everything I'm saying, or do you got a problem?
No, I did all type of drugs.
You did what?
All type of drugs. What does that mean? Did all type of drugs in these past 24 hours.
What
so you need to sit for a little while? Is that what you're saying?
What you mean, sit? No.
I mean, can you comprehend what I'm saying? Like, you can understand?
Yeah. So you smoked some weed?
Did anything? Some pills. Snorted some snuff.
When was the last time you took some? All right. Well, what I'll do is read this to you, and then if you anytime you feel that you're not comfortable answering the questions or talking, just let us know, or you don't understand. I'll leave it up to you. Okay? What's your first name?
Thomas.
What's your last name?
Robinson.
Stop me if you have any questions. We have to read this because you're in a police facility. Before we ask you any questions, you must understand your rights. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in court. You have the right to talk to a lawyer for advice before we ask you any questions and have them with you during questioning. If you cannot afford a lawyer, one will be appointed for you before any question if you wish. If you decide to answer questions now without a lawyer present, you will still have the right to stop answering any time. You also have the right to stop answering at any time until you talk to a lawyer. This just means I read it to you, you're not admitting to nothing. Any questions? Okay, go ahead and sign it. What is your current address?
1129.
Who you live there with?
I don't. That's just.
Your wife?
That's my mama now.
Is it a whole house or is it just an apartment?
Who else lives there with you?
Okay. And do you have a phone number or a contact?
Nah, I'm homeless. No phone.
No phone?
Those two phones you got caught with aren't yours? I ain't getting caught with no phones. You sure? That's the one you're looking for, right? Huh? Okay. So do you want to talk to us or not?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just
up to you. I mean,
it's up to you. You tell me.
Y'all ready? Y'all ready to go? Yeah. All right. Go ahead, Jim.
You ready to go where?
See a lawyer, talk on the phone. Okay.
You say you wanna talk to your lawyer first?
If I need a lawyer, yeah. Well, you're under arrest, so.
I'm
under arrest?
Yes.
So I need a lawyer?
Yes.
All right, I'd rather talk with a lawyer.
Okay.
All right.
Well, I'll do paperwork and then we'll come back down.
Now I'll sit for a couple of hours.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah. And it'd be one count of murder right now.
Correct.
Murder.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You got any other questions? Anybody you want us to call and contact and let them know you're here?
My mom.
What's your mama's home?
That's a cell phone.
Okay. Will she answer?
Hopefully so.
Okay. All right. Sit tight, man.
Now, I will have to ask you questions for the arrest, though, but those are just, about health problems and all that stuff. Okay, that's for the jail. That ain't for my benefit. Alrighty?
Thomas was determined to avoid getting arrested and came up with a plan to make things very hard for the officers. He even used dangerous tactics. When one officer tried to put handcuffs on him, Thomas noticed the officer's gun on his belt. This gave him a risky idea. He quickly tried to grab the officer's gun, hoping to either escape or make things end fatally for both himself and the officer. But the holster's safety features stopped Thomas from getting the gun out, leading to a short fight. 2 more officers rushed into the room carrying tasers to control the struggling suspect. Eventually, they managed to control Thomas without any more problems.
Cuffs, because there is, and he's leaving.
Piece of shit. God damn it! Mother. Yeah, I'm good. You couldn't get it.
You guys alright?
Yeah. I'm gonna switch out cuffs and he. Glad I didn't take them off and I did the right thing.
Yep.
Let's come. Keep moving. Don't fucking move. I'm good. I got tased a little bit, but it's alright. I'm just trying to pull it up so we can get underneath them.
You're good?
I'm good. I got tased a little bit, but I'm alright. It's worth it as long as he's fucking done. My handcuff key's somewhere. It's right there. Just trying to fucking pull out your gun. I know. Luckily, I had the whole hood strap down and couldn't get it. I'm glad I just had I left the other set of cuffs on there. If I'd have done that, it'd have been on.
All right.
Sergeant Bowen on his way in anyways. I told him.
Oh shit. Fuck him.
Alright? You're bleeding a little bit from your lip.
Probably. Don't even fucking move. Okay.
I'm not moving. Still got you hooked up to this table.
I'm really glad I didn't take that one cuff off.
So we got 2 cuffs on the chair.
Yeah.
Hey, do you guys have any
What about zip
ties?
Zip ties we got.
Ah.
Another 4.
Hey, how many you?
What?
Huh?
No. Sir, the fire department's coming to look at you.
What?
The fire department's coming to look at you.
So we tased you a few times.
Is that your first shot?
It was.
At first, it seems like Thomas was just desperate to run away at any cost. But if we look closer, the fact that he kept yelling, "Kill me!" during the struggle suggests something different. It's possible that Thomas was incredibly scared and knew he might face a serious punishment, which is why he lost it during the interrogation. He must have thought that they would shoot him, which might save him from the punishment he was expecting. It took 3 officers and a lot of effort to get the gun back, but luckily, no one got hurt. Showing aggression is always the way criminals react when they start to realize their fate during interrogations, as Thomas did. Next, we have Curtis, who couldn't control his anger when the detectives exposed his true face. The prostitute killer. The interrogation of Curtis Segmon marked a crucial turning point in the investigation into a series of disturbing incidents that occurred on his family's farm in Salmon Arm. These incidents involved an escort who had responded to a Craigslist ad for companionship. Upon arriving at the farm, she encountered a masked man armed with a shotgun. In her panic, she fled and got into a car crash. Police discovered shell fragments in the car's tires, indicating that the masked man had fired at her. This led to a thorough investigation, ultimately leading to Curtis Segmon being brought in for questioning. Curtis, a man in his early 30s, displayed signs of tension and unease right from the start. His body language revealed discomfort, and he frequently shifted his gaze around the room, avoiding direct eye contact with the investigators. The detectives began the interrogation by establishing Curtis's identity and background. They delved into his family life, upbringing, and connection to the farm where the incident occurred. Initially, Curtis seemed cooperative, answering questions calmly, although his voice carried a hint of nervousness.
You contacted her on the phone. The only thing I don't know is what caused you to do that. I mean, we'll have to rely on the evidence, but the evidence won't tell us what was going on in your mind. Like when we analyze your phone, it'll show us evidence, but it's not going to tell us what was going on in your mind at the time. If there's any incident that happened or what caused this to occur. The only place I can get that from is you.
And I'm going to bed.
Mm-hmm. I mean, at the end of the day here, we're not investigating murder, okay? That's not what we're investigating. This escort is fine. She wasn't shot. She was a little scared, but she's not dead.
I haven't discharged the fire.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't, so.
Okay.
So, where is that? I'm going to go to bed.
Well, if that's true, we'll find that evidence. So we'll be able to determine that you haven't fired anything.
Just get my mom back home.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she'll be back in the house tomorrow. Is there any evidence of anyone else, like any other escorts, that we're going to find out similar information? Have you threatened anyone?
I haven't threatened anyone.
Okay.
Do I look like a piece of shit to you?
Well, you don't. So that's what I'm trying to get to the bottom of here. Like, I'll be honest, Curtis, I don't sit this long with too many people, but you seem like a decent guy. You really don't have any criminal record. I think you're probably charged with fraud or something years ago, and that went away. You were never convicted of it. So you have no criminal record. You really don't have that much history with us. You have some in Rich Meadows, but it's not that bad.
So I'm trying to keep to myself.
Mm-hmm. I believe you. But something happened somewhere.
I've never seen that girl in my life. So.
Okay. So who would be inviting escorts up to that property? That specific property? Like, who else would do that?
I need to lay down.
Just give me 1 second, Chris. So, Chris, I just need a quick second there. My colleagues just come back from the scene, so just give me 2 seconds and I'll be right back, okay?
As the questioning delved deeper into the incident's details, Curtis's demeanor underwent a transformation. He became more guarded and elusive, selecting his words carefully and giving vague responses to specific queries. Noticing this shift, the detectives decided to probe further, hoping to uncover inconsistencies or gaps in his narrative. Curtis's agitation became evident when the investigators presented evidence linking him to the Craigslist ad the escort had responded to. He denied any knowledge of the ad. Yet data retrieved from his phone told a different story. This revelation seemed to unsettle Curtis, and he tried to justify his actions by claiming he had merely viewed the ad in the past, without recognizing it during the interrogation. Remaining composed and unfazed by Curtis's attempts to redirect the conversation, the investigators stood their ground. They confronted him with the evidence and posed direct, pointed questions, aiming to elicit more concrete responses. Curtis's growing frustration was tangible. He became defensive, raising his voice and even slamming his hand on the table at one point.
Nearby. And I know that you...
Oh my God, so it's obviously boom, fingers pointing at me that night.
Well, there's a few things going on,
Yeah.
Curtis. Like, you do have a history of...
What? It's called like maybe four escorts in my life, so that's a fucking history.
Okay, well, thank you for telling me that.
Right, dude.
5 minutes ago you were denying having any history.
Right, no, I didn't. Like, we talked.
So that's what we're trying to figure out here, Curtis. We're trying to figure out if you're guilty of this. You know, like...
We're trying to figure I haven't called any escorts to my fucking house. Mm-hmm. Okay? Or met anyone here for a few fucking years. Mm-hmm. Okay?
I got a few pictures to show you here as well. I wanted to show you this ad. Do you recognize that ad?
No.
So one thing that we're going to have to do when we search your phone, we're going to look for any type of application that you may have used that would alter the appearance of a phone number, that kind of thing. Do you ever hear spoofing? Where if you use your phone to dial another one, but somehow manipulate the phone number to appear differently?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
So we're going to be examining your phone for that. Have you ever used that type of application?
I don't take the lawyer's advice.
Okay.
I'm just tired right now.
Mm-hmm. I understand that. I think you have used one of those applications. And I think you used it when you contacted.
I've never threatened anybody and I've been fired or fired.
Okay. Did you meet with her that night?
I haven't met anyone. You've had me around going on for I don't know how long. I don't even know what we talked about it like an half hour ago.
Well, we discussed
Like,
your
I asked, like, I get fucking rest first here. Okay? I'm tired of bag.
Mm-hmm.
I want to go to bed.
Mm-hmm. Part of what told me, Curtis, is that when she arrived at, she noticed that the gate is locked. And when she got out of the gate, or when she got out of her car to go unlock the gate, somebody appeared behind her. And he had his face masked, and he was wearing some type of, the way she described it. It may not have been, that's how it was perceived to her. So she provided some more descriptions of the clothing. And she described the male that was holding a gun. He came out of the woods. Now initially the male wasn't pointing the gun at her. He was pointing it up in the air. So I think that's a good thing. It means to me that the person that came out of that woods wasn't trying to kill her. Maybe he was trying to scare her for some reason. And so that's kind of the reason what I'm trying to figure out is why would that happen in the first place? Why would someone come out of the woods to try and scare an escort? I mean, let's call it, let's call a spade a spade. This girl's obviously an escort. She's coming up to some place that she doesn't really know, and she's going down some dirt driveway. I think a lot of people with common sense may even predict something like that happening. But for whatever reason, the male wasn't shooting at her, he wasn't pointing the gun at her, he was just holding it up in the air. So it means that the person has a conscience. It just means that, to me, something happened to cause that male to do that. And that's what I want to figure out. I know that there's been several escorts that came up to that property. They claimed to have been directed up there. Here are the slug fragments inside of the tire. So it means to me that at some point a firearm was discharged. And through canvassing some of the local residents, they heard a firearm being discharged. People that live on that road. Mm. If you did contact her, Curtis, and there's another story behind all of this, like I kept telling you, if there is another story behind all this, let us know so we can investigate that. If you didn't do this, help us out so we can clear it. If you did do this, if you did contact her, what happened? Like, I don't know. I mean, we're getting her side of it. And for all I know, something else could have happened that night where maybe you felt the need to defend yourself.
I'm just saying I pointed a gun at someone, yeah. Bullshit. That's what you're saying.
What I'm saying is...
No, that's what you're saying. I got... No.
Sorry?
I'm going to bed.
What it is that I'm saying is that I think you have a history with inviting escorts up there to that property. I think that you have a history in being with escorts, and one of which you got into a physical altercation with, or at least that was the accusation. You had a more recent experience with an escort who was trying to extort you for your truck. She claimed that the bill wasn't paid and she was going to steal your truck. And that's when we got involved, the police, and we investigated that. I believe that you live close by to that address. You have access to
I'm hungry and I'm tired.
In a burst of anger, Curtis reached a breaking point and hurled a chair, an act of venting his frustration. However, the detective's calm and collected demeanor remained unwavering as they continued with their line of questioning.
I'll get you another one in a bit. Okay. Have you ever used the computers in the house?
No.
Ever?
No, we don't use the computers in the house.
Okay. We've had to seize them under warrant. Hey!
Like, fucking I just leave it in the house!
Sit.
Like, fuck! What about my mom?
We're here to talk about it. You losing your cool is not helping.
I'm sorry if I tried. Like, I got...
Put the chair upright.
Sorry. Sorry.
Curtis, you're upset right now because of one night in jail. Are you aware of the sentencing for a firearms offense? We're taking this really seriously. The minimum sentence for a firearms offense is 4 years in jail.
This intense moment did not escape the detective's notice. Curtis's anger and agitation hinted at underlying emotions he struggled to conceal. It suggested that he might be withholding information or attempting to shield himself from further scrutiny. The detectives adeptly navigated the heated exchange, employing a blend of empathy and assertiveness to steer the interrogation forward. Throughout the session, doubts arose about Curtis's credibility. His evasive responses, inconsistent statements, and emotional flare-ups cast doubt on the truthfulness of his claims of innocence. The detectives persisted in their quest to unearth the truth, their resolve growing stronger as Curtis's behavior became more unpredictable.
How are you going to react if you have to go to jail? We're trying to provide you an opportunity here to get ahead of this and provide your side of the story.
I'm not going to jail.
Talk to me about that.
I'm not going to be stuck in a room like that.
Well, talk to me.
My son had fired a firearm was last year.
Did you meet this girl?
I didn't meet a girl. I do not meet a girl.
Did you text her? Truthfully, did you text her? Yes or no?
I texted a girl.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for telling me the truth. Do you want to shake my hand?
Sure.
Thank you.
But I never fired a firearm.
Okay.
I never threatened anyone.
So what did happen?
Passed out. As you do. Fucking great story of my fucking life. And I go back in my room.
You don't want to talk about this girl anymore?
I don't want to talk about fucking anything anymore.
Just because you're your phone? You can't.
I can't get to work. I got said I was supposed to go to fucking work. Without a fucking phone, how am I going to get the phone call to go to work?
Can they call your mom's place?
Like, no, like, fuck. I asked, can I go back to my room? There, I told you what you wanted to know. Told you I was fucking embarrassing. Now you want more, like, no.
So, all what I want to know, I want to know.
No, please.
The whole story of what happened.
This whole story of what happened? About what? Like, Chris, go back to my room, please. I asked you if you thought that if we could go for a smoke first. You said no, talk to me first. So I talked to you first. Right? We shook hands. But when I asked you, please can I go back to my room? We would.
But what was it we were talking about?
Hi, Curtis. Sorry to interrupt.
It's okay.
I'm Corporal Kovacs. I work with Rich. Can you give me a couple minutes to talk to you guys?
No.
Just a couple?
No.
Because I've been watching what's been going on here, and so I watch in another room, okay? So
yeah, now you two are both gonna have a good laugh at it.
No, not at all.
Yeah, fucking just great things.
Curtis, I've heard a lot worse, okay? What I heard today, that I'm not laughing about anything, okay? I understand you live in a rural area. You don't have a lot of people around you.
I don't even have a fucking vehicle.
So it makes you very limited on what you can do in there.
The reason I don't have a fucking vehicle is because I'm trying to fucking help you guys out. And I got a fucking vehicle fucking inspection because I've been working on my fucking truck. I was missing 3 lug nuts. 3 fucking lug nuts, and I was on my way to work to pick them up. And my vehicle is still up on fucking jack stands because I can't afford to fix it. Okay. And I was being nothing but cooperative with you guys. I turn around and I get that. You know? Okay. So, you know what? Fuck it!
Curtis, you need to calm down a bit, okay?
I'm sorry that I apologize for losing my temper, okay? This is the way I feel.
I understand you.
No, I don't. This is it. No.
Okay, Curtis, I can understand why you're upset right now.
Upset?
Yeah. Okay.
I'm not even upset yet.
We need to calm down then.
So, Curtis.
What time is it?
2 o'clock. Curtis, I appreciate you being honest with Richard here, okay? It takes a lot to talk about this type of stuff, okay? Because it's private stuff. It's your personal stuff. I get it. But a lot's been happening out in that area. You've been texting these girls. You've obviously been... Just hear me out.
No.
Texting girls and asking them to come.
Despite the charged atmosphere, the detectives refrained from making accusations. They recognized the importance of maintaining a neutral stance and avoiding premature judgments. Instead, they allowed Curtis to share his perspective, listening attentively in the hope that he might inadvertently reveal crucial information, shedding light on the incident. The interrogation concluded with Curtis's emotions still running high. He left the room visibly shaken, leaving the detectives with a wealth of material to analyze and consider. The evidence gathered during the interrogation, combined with information from other sources, would play a pivotal role in determining the next steps of the investigation. Curtis Segmon was found guilty on February 11, 2020, of causing bodily harm through assault after he ran over a sex worker with a quad on his family's property on Salmon River Road. In December 2019, he also faced convictions for disguising his face with intent to commit a serious crime, using a firearm during an offense, and possessing methamphetamine. If you want to watch more of these shocking interrogations, please subscribe to the channel.